Greetings and welcome to Design TV. I'm Mary Jo Bowling, Homes Editor at Lux Interiors and Design. Today, I'm joined by Jessica Petrino, Editorial Director at AjMadison. Now, since AjMadison describes itself as the appliance authority, Jessica, it only makes sense that we come to you to talk about appliances.
Thank you, Mary Jo.
It's a pleasure to have you here. So let's dive right in. Now, generally, I've heard that appliances are being called the tools that transform ingredients into fabulous meals. And right now, it seems like we've never had more tools at our disposal. Would you call this the golden age of appliances?
I love this question because appliances keep getting better and better and better. So chances are, if you're considering replacing your appliances or redoing a kitchen or helping a client with their kitchen, the amount of features and technology and things that are available today are incredible. As someone that studies this every single day, it's amazing to see how much our customers' lives have been transformed by just the amazing amount of products, especially when it comes to cooking. Cooking is the most exciting category, and I'm so excited to jump into all of these things, especially as we move towards the holidays. There's definitely a lot to look forward to.
You know, that makes me want to start some fall baking. So let's talk specifically about Decor. Now, we've discussed these appliances, you and I, as being a great blend of technology and design. Let's talk about technology first. What makes Decor stand out in the technology category?
So it's really interesting. For a long time, even before Samsung acquired the Dacor brand back in 2016, Dacor has always been that tech-savvy brand. So it almost made sense that acquisition happened, because I remember when I first entered the appliance industry in the early 2010s, Dacor had a Pandora integration and it could sing. Like the stove could play music, and that blew my mind. And it's so funny because in today's world, that's just like the tip of the iceberg, right? There is so much more that smart appliances can do. In particular, the Decor appliances are enabled today with the Smart Things application. And that's the application that connects all things Samsung, but it is compatible with other devices too. So if you're an iPhone user, you can still use Smart Things. It can integrate with the leading smart speakers, so you can control your appliances with your voice, which is really great if you're like breading chicken and your hands are dirty. Instead of having to go over and touch the control panel, you can talk to your appliances now and operate them. And we're going to dig into some amazing benefits, but it's so exciting to see what's happened in the world of home appliances. And Decor in particular has been a brand that's at the forefront, especially with the advanced functionality of the Smart Things app.
That is so interesting to me, and I really want to learn more about it, but I have to ask this question. The smart appliance features, aren't they difficult to use? Is that true?
So that's a really good question. And I think as we move through time, the functionality of all things smart, whether it's appliances, phones, cars, whatever it is, it's all getting better. But with time, we're seeing this get much, much easier. For most people, if you're comfortable using a smartphone or a tablet with apps, you're going to be able to use a smart appliance. I think the trickiest part for a lot of people is connecting the appliances. So you just want to make sure that you have your router information and your password right there. And if you have that information readily available, it should be a piece of cake. Now, if you don't want to use the smart features on your appliance, you don't have to. But I think once you learn about the features, you're at least going to be curious to try and explore them a little bit.
Well, I know I am. Now, before we talk more about that, I wanted to ask you about another big trend, and that's multi-purpose appliances. Tell us about those devices that serve many functions.
So we're seeing a lot of multi-purpose appliances for two reasons. The first is having an appliance that can serve multiple functions is space saving. Now, the other reason is ultimately a cost savings. if you think about it, having an appliance that can serve more than one function means that at the end of the day, you can get more out of that appliance without having to invest in multiple different things.
Now, Decor Appliances are known for making a design statement. And I'm wondering, are these appliances more at home in a modern or a classic kitchen?
So the great thing about the Dacor brand is they offer multiple styles of appliances that appeal to different consumers' aesthetic preferences. So it's awesome. Depending on whatever your style is, whether it is contemporary or traditional or somewhere in between, Dacor offers multiple different looks.
So let's focus for a minute on specific appliances. The Decor combination electric wall ovens have so many cool features, like steam-assisted cooking. What is that exactly?
Steam-assisted cooking is the most delicious technology that most dedicated home cooks have never heard of. So listen up, it's really special. Steam-assisted cooking essentially delivers moisture to food and perfect texture without having to add butter and oil to food.
Oh,
Additionally, it actually preserves ingredients, color, and nutrients. So it really is a great way to be able to add moisture to food without adding more oils and fats. It's actually really, I mean, you can make tons and tons of different things with it, but in particular, the way I think about it is if you go out to like a nice steakhouse and you order an expensive steak and you really are struggling to eat the whole thing, but the thought in the back of your head is, I need to eat the whole thing right now because if I don't and I bring it home, then it's never going to be the same again. So I need to eat it all right now. So the great thing about having a steam assisted oven is you can bring home half that steak and be rest assured that the next time you reheat it in your steam assisted oven, you're going to be able to enjoy it again with the same moisture content and quality that you had the first time.
oh, well, I'm sold and I'm kind of hungry too. So if you were preparing something at home, what do you think is the perfect dish for this kind of feature? What great things could you make with it?
So it's really, really excellent for getting like that perfect crust on breads. I've seen soufflés, cakes, get that extra moisture. It's delicious. I've had a lot of grains, like a good farro or barley or rice comes out delicious in a steam oven. In addition to, I mean, it's traditionally associated with roasted vegetables.
The 4-part pure convection feature. The way I understand it is it allows you to cook several items at one time. Is that right?
It does. And basically what it does is it makes the heating on all the different racks in the oven extremely even so that you're not going to get hot and cold spots. All the temperature throughout the oven is going to be perfect all the time. But in addition, like I've actually tried this experiment in a Dacor oven. If you wanted to do a seafood casserole with a banana muffin at the same time, the idea is that you wouldn't be able to taste the seafood in the muffins.
Exactly. Well, that's very cool too. And another feature I'm really intrigued about is the convection speed oven piece of the combination wall ovens. Now, how does that work? What does that allow you to do?
So the first thing it does is, remember, we're talking about combination appliances, right? Like one appliance that can serve multiple functions. So the first thing this does is it frees up counter space, because incorporating a microwave into any kitchen is the hardest part of designing the kitchen. It's weird, but I mean, it's tricky. So this particular part of the combination oven at the top has microwave functionality, but additionally, you can cook in it like it's an oven. The best part is the cooking feature. The convection oven part of this is faster than a traditional convection oven so that you can get stuff done faster. I mean, you could totally have a combination wall oven instead of a traditional double wall oven. And a lot of people do that because it imparts more versatility.
Moving on to the professional gas smart range. Now, when you say smart, you mean it. I'm told this appliance even allows you to look up and explore recipes. Is that right?
Recipes are certainly part of it. You can also time meals to perfection so that if you're juggling multiple things in the kitchen at the same time, you can make sure that everything comes out perfect at the correct times. You can also monitor what's going on with your appliances, right? So like if you're on your way to work or you're out walking the dog and you notice your oven's still on, you can turn it off right from your phone. Furthermore, a lot of these smart appliances are offering an option for remote diagnostics, meaning that if something's happening with your appliance, it's going to streamline the service process, make it much more easy.
I know too that green clean technology makes cleaning better for the environment, right? How does that work?
So when compared to traditional self-cleaning mode means that the oven's running for a long duration, probably several hours at its highest temperature. So as an alternative to a traditional self-cleaning cycle, Decor ranges offer a green clean option where it uses a combination of steam and heat to loosen up anything that got baked onto the oven and just help you maintain a cleaner oven over time without harming the environment.
You know, I've heard the word smart applied to many different types of appliances, but never a range hood until just recently. How is high tech used in the Decor range hoods?
This statistic is alarming, but your average kitchen acquires about 2 gallons of grease per year if there's no ventilation. So
Really?
that's super gross, right?
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you're investing in new cabinetry and new appliances, it's a really good idea to use proper ventilation. So having a hood that'll turn on automatically when you activate the cooking surface is really kind of important because it kind of takes human error out of the equation.
Now, Jessica, before we say goodbye, I have one last question for you, and this may put you on the spot a little bit. What is your favorite Decor appliance, and how do you like to use it when you're cooking?
All right. So I have ultimately two, and I can't decide. So I'm going to tell you about both. The first one is actually the all new Dacor wine dispenser.
Oh.
So perfect for entertaining for folks that love to have people over, and especially if they're really into wine or collecting wine or drinking wine. The reason I love it is because you can store up to 4 bottles, and whether you want red, white, rosé, or sparkling, everyone can have something different if they want, because it uses argon gas to preserve the bottles for a long time, and you don't have to drink the whole bottle at once. So if people just want a glass or a taste, or if you want to host your own wine tasting at home, you can absolutely do that. And the Decor wine dispenser is going to be such a fun piece in your new kitchen to talk about. The other appliance, which I'm going to bring up because it's extraordinary. I was blown away the first time that I saw a Decor smart induction cooktop. This cooktop, I mean, induction technology is amazing in itself because of its super, super fast cook time. It's easy to clean, it's energy efficient, it's safe, etc. But this cooktop had this, it was like a touch control screen on it. And not only could I scroll a menu to pick out what food I wanted to make, but it gave me step-by-step instructions of how to do all of the prep work with a little video of how to do it as you're cooking. So it is a really kind of cool product. And this is what I mean by Decor is really ahead of the curve when it comes to smart home appliances and really where they're innovating and where they're going. It's really excited to see, and I'm very, very excited to see where the future holds. At AjMadison, we carry over 150 brands across our 3 showrooms, and you know, I'm really kind of blown away by the level of innovation with the Decor brand in particular.
Well, I'm blown away by an appliance that teaches me how to cook. That's pretty special.
It's amazing, especially if you're an adventurous eater, but not necessarily as adventurous of a cook. You can really learn with your appliances in real time. And that's really what we mean by the golden age of appliances, right? This whole experience of cooking at home is getting more and more spectacular. Before we go, I just want to mention that you can visit us at ajmadison.com. So we ship all around the country. And in addition, we have 3 showroom locations in Brooklyn, New York, DC metro area, and soon to be Sunny Isles, Florida.
That's all we have time for today. Thank you so much, Jessica, for sharing your knowledge and your expertise. And thanks to all for watching. Join us back here on Design TV to learn more about all things design.